Hello, hello, hello. It's me, the one and only Lady Sandy Barker. Hmm. mm. Checked out my YouTube channel. I got 2 new subscribers. It might have been my nephew Tim who wanted to show me to my sister dancing. She probably got a good laugh out of that. And I told him, you can put it on your TV, Tim, so she could see me. So he did, I assume. Anyways, one of them might be from going out of Jay's last night. I did some dancing and stuff, and I don't know. Somebody might have found me again. I don't know, but this is thanks not only to my new subscribers on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, but also to Hometown Auto Repair in Woodbridge, Virginia. Now, I went to where I bought the car for a tune-up and oil change, and they told me $300. And I laughed at them and told them I'd go to Kentucky. My brother-in-law, he'll get his nephew and my nephews to fix it for free. I said, so I ain't gonna pay you $300 for a oil change and tune-up. But I needed an oil change and tune-up, before I went on a long trip. So I went to Hometown Auto and asked them how much they would charge. $60. I said, dang, that's very reasonable. That's a heck of a lot cheaper than 300. So that's where I got my car repaired. And when they quoted me that, I asked them how much for my cruise control, which I've been quoted like double what they charged me for that too. And it was so reasonable, I got it done with less than $300, all of it. And so, guess where I'm going to get my car repaired? Exactly, Hometown Auto Repair and Tire in Woodbridge, Virginia. Now I've got to get my inspection this month, and I don't really need brakes right now, but I drive for Uber, and I don't want to have the brakes fail on me right in the middle of a rider in my car, and I'm getting ready to go on another long trip in August, so I'm just going to go ahead and fix it now. So I'm having done today ball joints, brake pads, brake shoes, and a front end alignment, oil change, tune up, and remove a dime out of my dab blame. I don't know how in the heck a dime got in my car charger for car phones, cell phones, and stuff, but it did. And I tried to charge. I was on an Uber ride, and my phone died on me right in the middle of the ride. And I go, oh my God, now can y'all show me where to go? And of course, their ride was free. So I said, Dad, blame it, you lose money like that. So they're going to remove the dime. I don't know how they're going to do that, but they're going to. And so then they usually drop me off when I have work done at my granddaughter's house, but she's not there today. And I don't want to be a burden on her. She's helping her twin sister prepare for a wedding, and she's dog sitting in Annandale, and she's not home. She's working from their house today. So it wasn't convenient for me to go there for them, and I don't want to be a burden, so I didn't have a ride home. And they only guarantee 10 miles. They'll shuttle you back and forth 10 miles, but I lived 17 miles, and so that's 7 miles over. And the shuttle driver was there, and they didn't have anybody in yet because it was before 9 o'clock. And so when he looked at the guy, and the guy was saying, well, we only go 10 miles, and I said, oh God, I'll pay you extra. And the shuttle driver, he's a retired army, and that's all he does is that job, plus he's retired army. And he said, I don't mind driving her 7 miles. And so he drove me the extra 7 miles. Thank you, Richard. Don't know your last name. You're probably better off not knowing people's last names sometimes. But anyways, Richard, thank you very much. And thank you, Hometown Auto Repair, and whoever the owner is. God bless you. He told me your name, but I forgot it already. But God bless you for being kind and having people's car fixed at a reasonable price. That's very, very nice of you to do. So I'm giving thanks today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for all the prayers you said for my sisters, if you said any. I don't think I requested prayers on YouTube, that was on Facebook. But anyways, one of my YouTube videos got put on Facebook. I guess Tim did that to let some people see it, so they got to see me dancing and making a fool out of myself, because I dance for health purposes. I have scar tissue from, well, let's just don't go into all that, but I have a lot of scar tissue inside me. And if I don't move pretty much constantly, like dancing or moving my upper torso, I won't move because the scar tissue get into my back. So that's what the doctor did all the surgery, told me, do something to move your upper torso, something you like, and you do it a lot. So dancing's me. I love music. I write songs. I don't play music, but I can hear music when I'm writing a song. I don't know how to tell people what I'm hearing, but what I'm hearing goes with the song. But I write songs and I sing it without music. And well, people like to hear songs about music sometimes, but if you're in a restaurant bar and they're having open mic night, sometimes they don't appreciate it. But hey, it is what it is. And I do it on YouTube, so if I write a song somebody wants to hear when I'm in one of them places won't let me on stage, um, well, I just tell them go to my YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel is Lady Sandy Barker. Anyways, I got to see all 5 of my grandchildren. 4th of July pool party. Ooh, thank you, B.M. Michaels and Mary Brian Smith. Thank you for allowing us to invade your pool. It was fun. But now it took me a week to recuperate. And thank God I needed brake work done and need an inspection before I can get back on the road with Uber. I guess I got a little week and a half break. Now it's back to work. But I like driving for Uber. I meet new people and, and share my stories and, it's fun. And I feel like I'm doing some kind of service and making a difference in the world. And they're giving free rides to vaccines, and I encourage some people to take advantage of that. And thank you, Uber, for doing it. And I probably could have got a ride from Uber, but I don't have the rider app on my phone. And I just prefer to try to solve things myself instead of taking advantage of people. I don't like to do that, but sometimes it's nice to have somebody you can rely on in times of trouble. Several friends will help. I got some grandchildren. They're busy planning for a wedding, and I'm looking forward to the wedding. Though my hair's growing. See, it's what, down to here now, and if I put it down, it's like I'm gonna take my glasses off. So you see, by November it ain't gonna look awful bad. I shaved it in November of last year, so I guess it ain't gonna look awful bad. And if she'd have told me she's getting married before I shaved it, I would have waited to donate. But I did donate to Wigs for Kids with Cancer in Ohio because in Florida they were selling my hair. I didn't give it to you to sell. Don't be selling it. I mean, I gave it for the kids for free for people who can't afford it. If they can afford to buy one, why they want my hair? Come on. How cool is it to take a gift and make money off of it, and somebody's trying to give it to kids with cancer with no hair? I mean, come on. Or even adults, but dad blame it, just don't sell it. It just kind of like turned me off. So I said, nah. And I researched. My daughter actually researched for me because she does stuff like that sometimes for me. And it was in Ohio, so that's where I send it now. And some of the people that I met at Jay's, and they was kind enough to film me so I could get on YouTube or dancing. I'd ask my grandson to film me. He's good at that. He edits and everything, but he's so busy. He works now. And he's graduated, but he's so busy, and his mom didn't want him going there because it's a lounge. So this young lady named Chico, and I found out she's a truck driver, and that's good. I admire truck drivers. Anyway, she's kind enough to film, and I got to meet her family, and there's a huge family, and they're nice, beautiful people. Love to have fun dancing, and I have fun dancing, and they kind of encourage me to go out there and make a fool out of myself. Come on. And I'm going, why ain't y'all out there dancing too? It's not fair. Put me out there. They think I'm out there to steal the show or something. And I try to get them to go out there and dance, but I get cold. And when I start getting cold, I'm hitting that floor. So, and it was cold in there. I went at 8. I think the DJ on Thursdays goes in at 8. But on Saturdays, I don't get there at 9:30, and it was Saturday. So I went there at 8 thinking, Chico and them, no, they don't get there at 9:30. They messaged me, and I said, oops, I'm here early, and I was freezing, so I went home and stayed till 9:30, and then I got dressed. And, well, I was already dressed. I just relaxed a little while and got something to eat. And then I went back I got there at 9:43, stayed to closing. Now I'm recuperating. It's getting rough today. Neck's all been out of shape. Gonna have to stretch it out, and my back's going ouch every time I walk up upstairs. And my poor hips, oh. And I'm like moaning and groaning, but I'm moving. I sure am. I'm 70 years old. I don't act it. That's why people don't think I'm 70. And I'm moving. And I enjoy it. I told Angel, why don't you take Mark and her dance? Oh my God. Mark's from Belize in Spanish. They love the dance. And he loves the dance, and he dances beautifully. I watched him dance. They took me out to New Year's, and Brian and Mary joined us, and we had a New Year's. They took me to New Year's, and I was the only one without someone, and Angel got mad because I wouldn't go dance by myself. She said, Mom, she pushed me out on the floor, and that's why I do it now. She pushed me out on the floor. Mom, you need to dance. You want to dance. Nobody ain't going to ask you. So you need to just go dance. And so she pushed me out on the floor, and I didn't have no choice but to dance, so now it's fun. If there's a live band, it's even more fun because I can have, like $5 in my wallet to make sure I dance up there and just be the first person to give them a tip. And they charge you tips to help them out too, because bands cost a lot of money to run. I can't afford a band. I'd like to work with one, but I can't afford one. But going in the studio and you hire musicians is very expensive. If you had a band, they could share in some of the glory of your songs or something. I don't know. I do write real good songs, people tell me, and my gospel's my best. And I did promise Mom and Dad I'd do a gospel album, but I did one a cappella because they, in the Old Regular Baptist Church, they didn't play music, so for them, the a cappella album was more important than a song with music. And in a studio, though, sometimes they'll speed my voice up when they shouldn't, because the song ain't. But my songs speed up sometimes and slow down sometimes, and they're not feeling the song when they're mixing it, so they don't understand it. But if I'm mixing it, and I did take sound engineering, so if I had a studio, I could mix my own music. But I feel the songs. I feel the songs, and when the music's in there, I feel the music, but I just don't know how to play it. But now Brian, he has a set of drums, and he was giving me some free drum lessons, and I learned a little bit, like the 4/4 beat, bass, snare, 1, 2, 3, 4. But after a while, that 1, 2, 3, 4 gets boring to me. And then I gotta speed it up, pop, 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 pop. Speed it up, pop, 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 pop. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, pop, 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 pop. You see? And so then when I start going wild with my own little tunes in my head, it sounds kind of crazy. But he lets me have fun with it, so it's fun. So I went to the pool party at 12:30 so I could get on the drums before everybody got there and, drive them crazy. And he let me on there about 2 times, and then I went on a 3rd time, and he was going to join me. He came down and got his bass guitar, and he was going to join me for a little while, but they put the baby down, and the baby was asleep, and we couldn't disturb the baby. So, but that was so much fun. It took me that long to recuperate, and now I'm going to recuperate today, and then tomorrow I'll have my car inspected, get my inspection sticker, and be on the road for Uber on Wednesday. Might just Uber out towards JV Restaurant. They have open mic on Wednesdays there. And I think I'll find out who's running open mic before I go. If it's Bob and Martha, they let me on. I'll just tell them let me on a little bit longer because I almost finished the song, the verse of the song that goes with George of JV Restaurant. So have to get Lorraine's approval of the words. But it's going to be a unique song. It's going to be bluegrass to the very end. And then the end verse is going to be upbeat dance. The other one's going to be kind of bluegrass, peppy dance. You know, if you dance bluegrass. But then the other part's going to be kind of rock. Have to figure that out. Well, if I could get the music put to it. It's hard to get people to understand what music you're trying to get there, though. You know, like if they put like a special sound in when I'm supposed to start singing again, it helps me with my timing. My timing's pretty bad, I got to admit. Because I'm used to singing a cappella. I'm used to singing with no music, so you just go through the whole song with no music. But if you got music, you stop, and then you sing, and you stop, and you sing. And when I stop, it's hard for me to figure out if I'm going back in time. But this musician, real good musician, Michael Diller, I asked him if he's related to Phyllis Diller. He said not that he knew of. But I loved Phyllis Diller's show. That was funny. But he told me that a good musician would follow me. I guess all these musicians that don't understand can't really play music by ear. A lot of people can hear and play music by ear, and in the mountains, a lot of people in the mountains can play by ear. Literally, not like some up in the city. If you say, "Can you play by ear?" Yeah, if you already played the music. That ain't playing by ear in my book. In my book, in my consciousness, playing by ear is hearing somebody sing a song and start playing to it and have it match. That's playing by ear, in my book. But I don't know much about music, and in fact, I don't know anything about music other than what I feel, so I don't really understand. They go to these music colleges and they teach them all this, and I don't understand all that. I don't. All I understand is what is I feel, and I feel the music, and I feel the songs. And that might be why I dance so well, because I feel the music, and some musicians don't feel the music. They don't dance. I'm going, how could you be a musician and not dance? I didn't understand that, but a lot of musicians don't like to dance. Ain't that funny? Play music and don't like to dance? Ain't that the reason you play music, so you can dance? It's weird. I mean, music is weird. I'm weird. I don't care, though. It's no fun to be... And what's normal? Come on. I ask you, the audience, what's normal? Who knows what normal is? Normal to me is me. Normal to you is you. Normal to them other people is them other people. So what's normal? Right? What's normal? Normal to you is normal to you. It might be a little crazy to somebody else, but it's normal to you. So what's normal? Is it normal to be out there and running guns and shooting people? That's not normal. That's not normal. You shouldn't be killing people. That's not normal. But to people that's killing people, to them, that's normal. It ain't normal. Trust me, it's just kind of whacked. You just didn't do that. But see, so what's normal? I think they ought to just disperse of the word normal and say we are who we are. If you're an evil kind of person, you want to kill and kill and kill, somebody needs to stop you somehow. And if you're an evil person where you want to plan stuff and let everybody else do you killing for you, you're worse than the other people that's doing the killing. You're worse, and you're going to suffer twice for your evil crimes. And I'm saying evil because when you just go shoot people or kill people just because, well, they don't have the same religion as you. Come on. What's religion? Just one God, one total good spirit, and one total bad spirit. They call a bad spirit evil or devil, whatever you want to call them. Some people don't like calling them devil. I just call them, well, a spirit you don't want around. Okay? And that's evil. I consider that when you're trying to kill people and shoot people for no reason. You know? I don't own a gun. I've never owned a gun, but I got shot. And some lady told me, you don't feel pain when you get shot because you're in shock. You're full of crap, lady. You only go in shock after you done feel the pain from the bullet. That's what puts you in shock. Stupid. God, I mean, that's stupid. I'm sorry. That's stupid to tell somebody that, oh, it's okay to shoot somebody. They're in shock and don't feel it. I don't care how many freaking guns y'all got. I don't. It's your business. I do care if you go out and shoot people, because it does hurt. And you don't go in shock after you feel the pain, and it's horrible. It feels like a ball of fire going through your insides. Ugh. Don't be telling people that. It's wrong. Now I'm ranting. I said I was going to be thankful. I shouldn't be ranting when I'm thankful. I don't know why I'm ranting. I guess it's just too many killings with guns lately, and it's just got me stirred up over it. But I love everybody until they offend me or do something to me that's just wrong. And then it's not that I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I just don't want to be around them. You know, I mean, I don't hate them. I just don't want to have any conversations with them or be around them. If you're going to be that negative, if you think it's okay to just call somebody and scream at them because they called and asked you if you was okay. Well, I say to those people, you're feeling guilty about something you done. I don't know what it is. Ain't none of my business, but best not be around you. Simple as that. So I avoid that kind of peoples. I go out, I have fun, I stay until everybody starts getting really, really drunk, and then I kind of leave because I'm not comfortable with real drunk people. So, but the other night, a lot of people was real drunk, but they weren't real drunk around me, you know, at the table I was sitting at. But yeah, once it gets, I just leave when it starts, when I start feeling like it might not be fun. But these drunk people, they were trying to start fights and stuff, so I can tolerate that better than I can somebody wanting to fight. And me, if I got drunk, I'd want to fight, so I don't drink. But I enjoy, watching other people. But I'm a people watcher. I'm sorry, people, but I'm a people watcher because if I watch people, I know what they're going to be doing. If I walk into a bar and I check it out, I can spot which area is going to have the negative people and which area ain't. See there's that hain't. That's that hillbilly talk. Ain't. Is not. There you go. Is not. See, I can be professional if it's necessary. But I have to slow it down. Slow it down. I have to slow it down and remember the correct words. But my memory's been affected for head injuries, so it's kind of whacked right now. And I'll be dyslexic at some points. If I get stressed, I stutter. I wasn't dyslexic till I had the worst head injury, which was a bad beating I took in 2010. Yep. So, anyways, sorry I ran a little bit. It is what it is. I am who I am. You are who you are. You can be a superstar, and you don't have to be rich and famous to do that. You can be a superstar and sharing some random acts of kindness every once in a while. That's superstars. Or you be a superstar because you're serving in our country and you try to do what's right even though they tell you it's wrong. That's a superstar in my book. Someone doing always what's right. I try to, but hey, I'm human and I mess up. Like with my mixed pickles the other day. But usually when I mess up, it's pretty funny. And I don't mind laughing at myself, so I like it really because it gives me something to tell somebody else so they can laugh. And laughter is important today. It is. God have mercy, it is. There's too much craziness going on, so we need some laughter to ease up the pressure. So laughter's good. Laughter's real good. Anyways, I hope y'all get a laugh for today, and I hope your day is starting off as positive as mine is. Yeah, I'll get my power work done today, and I'll be on the road Wednesday and get back to work. Looking forward to it. Anyways, y'all have a great day and a great week. If I don't get on here before then, I will post something when it's important. And I will post something once I do something funny so my nieces and nephews can play it for their children and let them laugh at me. Next time I go home for the meeting on top of the hill or whatever they want to call it, where they get together of the family to decorate the graves or whatever, then the little kids will understand who this crazy lady is that everybody is talking about. And I usually give them something to talk about. I figure, well, they kind of bored down here in these mountains here, and we're going to have to leave something for them to talk about so they have something to talk about and enjoy and have laughter till the next time I visit. Well, peace, love, harmony to everyone, and prayers and peace for all the frontline workers and nurses and doctors right now. They're getting ready to have another hit of the new Delta COVID. So I'm still wearing my mask. If somebody's been vaccinated and I've been vaccinated, I don't wear it if it's okay. But I wear my mask in my Uber car because I don't know who hasn't been vaccinated. People tend to lie to you when they want an Uber ride. So, or they tend to get in your car sometimes and take the mask off. But I'll tell them to put the mask back on. And then the next time they want an Uber ride, I'm just going to look at them and say, nope, sorry. And then I'm going to contact Uber and let them know that's the person that didn't want to wear a mask. And then eventually, if you don't wear a mask, you don't get a ride from Uber, so it's up to you. But I will be kind, as kind as I can be. And sometimes people get in my car and they're upset because they got a free ride to a vaccine. They got the vaccine, and then the Uber driver didn't wait. But the Uber driver will wait if you put in first stop, okay? You have to put in that stop, and then they'll wait till you leave. And then it's timed, and then Uber it will still be free. It ain't going to cost you. But it just frees up, you, because they will wait for you. And this one lady, I felt so bad for her. She couldn't hear very well, and nobody waited for her. And I felt so bad. But I picked her up and drove her home. They give free Uber rides for vaccines, so please, if you're out there, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. And then, we can get this thing under control and people can get back to what we consider normal, like not wearing masks and stuff. But, my daughter was talking about she wore a mask this year, and she used to have colds and stuff all winter long, and this year she didn't. She wore a mask, and she said, well, I think I'm going to continue to wear my mask in public places because, that way it protects me and my family. I'm not going to bring colds or flus in on my family, And it makes sense because then if people ain't have a mask on and they sneeze and they don't have enough sense to cover their mouth, when they sneeze, so they're sneezing on themselves instead of on somebody else. Well, there's a lot of people out there like that, so wearing a mask makes sense. But today I wore a mask into this hometown, but when I got in the car, he had been vaccinated and I'd been vaccinated, and he was ex-military, so I knew he was telling the truth about getting vaccinated because military is very, very, very serious about that stuff. So I took my mask off in the car, and that was nice. Had a nice ride home. Thank you again, Hometown Auto and Repair and Tires. I'll be coming back for my tires, trust me on it. And y'all have a great day and week. And I said that already. Peace, love, harmony. One and only Lady Sandy Barker signing off.